What happens when the biggest superstar in baseball is suddenly forced to stop doing what makes him truly unique? That's exactly the question surrounding Shohei Ohtani right now. While the Dodgers continue fighting for the best record in Major League Baseball, Ohtani is facing one of the biggest challenges of his season. His bat is still producing, but uncertainty surrounding his return to the mound has completely changed the National League MVP race. Before we get into today's story, if you love MLB news, game recaps, injury updates, and everything baseball, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Baseball Pulse, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest uploads. Now, let's jump right into today's update. For most players, missing time because of an injury is unfortunate. For Shohei Ohtani, it's much more significant because he's not just one of the league's best hitters, he's also one of its best pitchers. Every time he takes the mound, he gives the Dodgers an advantage that almost no other team can match. That's why the latest update on his health has become one of the biggest talking points across Major League Baseball. The Dodgers have been extremely cautious with Ohtani after discomfort in his left knee interrupted his pitching schedule. Rather than rushing him back, the organization has chosen a long-term approach, prioritizing his health over short-term results. Ohtani has continued contributing as a hitter, but his return as a starting pitcher remains uncertain. Team officials have made it clear that they won't set a firm timetable until he can consistently complete his throwing program without discomfort. That decision makes perfect sense. The Dodgers aren't simply trying to win regular season games, they're trying to win the World Series. Risking their biggest superstar before he's fully healthy simply isn't worth it. Even while dealing with the injury, Ohtani has continued proving why he's considered one of the greatest talents the sport has ever seen. Every time he steps into the batter's box, opposing pitchers know one mistake can completely change a game. His power, discipline, and ability to deliver in big moments remain among the very best in baseball. Still, fans continue asking the same question: when will Ohtani pitch again? Right now, the honest answer is simple: nobody knows. The Dodgers have refused to rush the process because pitching places enormous stress on both the lower body and the throwing arm. Returning too early could create even bigger problems later in the season, especially with October approaching. Manager Dave Roberts has repeatedly emphasized patience throughout Ohtani's recovery. Instead of focusing on a specific return date, the organization wants him to rebuild strength step by step. Every bullpen session, every throwing workout, and every medical evaluation will determine when he's finally ready to pitch again. Until then, Ohtani's primary responsibility remains helping the Dodgers with his bat. And even without pitching, he's continued producing at an elite level. His offensive numbers remain among the National League's best, reminding everyone that he's still one of baseball's most dangerous hitters. But the injury has opened the door for something few people expected only a few weeks ago. For the first time in months, the National League MVP race has become genuinely competitive. Earlier this season, many fans believed Ohtani was on his way to another unanimous MVP award. His combination of dominant pitching and elite hitting made him the clear favorite. But baseball changes quickly. As Ohtani's pitching paused, another superstar quietly began putting together the best season of his career. Chicago Cubs center fielder Pete "Crow" Armstrong has emerged as Ohtani's biggest challenger for the National League MVP award. His outstanding defense, speed on the bases, and improving offense have helped him climb to the top of the WR leaderboard, making the race much closer than anyone expected. Crow Armstrong isn't just collecting hits. He's making spectacular defensive plays almost every night. He's stealing bases, he's hitting for power. And most importantly, he's staying on the field every single day. That's exactly what makes this MVP race so fascinating. Ohtani still possesses the highest ceiling in baseball because of his two-way ability. But if he can't return to pitching soon, voters will have a much tougher decision than they expected just a month ago. The pressure is now growing on both players. Crow Armstrong must maintain his incredible pace for the rest of the season. Ohtani must prove that even without pitching, He remains the most valuable player in the National League, and if he eventually returns to the mound before October, the entire MVP conversation could change all over again. The uncertainty surrounding Shohei Ohtani's recovery has become one of the biggest storylines in Major League Baseball. While Dodgers fans remain hopeful that their superstar will return to the mound before the postseason, the organization has made one thing perfectly clear: they will not rush him back. Every step of his recovery is being carefully monitored because the Dodgers understand that a healthy Shohei Ohtani in October is far more valuable than taking unnecessary risks during the regular season. According to manager Dave Roberts, the team is focused on making sure Ohtani can complete his throwing program without discomfort before discussing any return date. Rather than setting unrealistic expectations, the Dodgers' medical staff is allowing his body to recover naturally. That patient approach may frustrate fans eager to see him pitch again, but it gives the organization the best chance of having one of baseball's greatest talents available when the games matter most. Even while recovering, Ohtani has continued proving why he remains one of the most dangerous hitters in baseball. Every time he steps into the batter's box, opposing pitchers know there's almost no margin for error. One misplaced fastball or hanging breaking ball can disappear into the seats in an instant. His combination of power, plate discipline, and ability to perform under pressure continues to make him the centerpiece of the Dodgers' offense. However, the longer Ohtani remains away from the mound, the more interesting the National League MVP race becomes. Earlier this season, many analysts believed the award was almost guaranteed to belong to the Dodgers' superstar. After all, no player in baseball can impact games quite like Ohtani when he's both pitching and hitting at an elite level. His rare two-way ability has separated him from every other player in the sport for years. But baseball has a way of creating new stories every season. This year, that story belongs to Chicago Cubs center fielder Pete "Crow" Armstrong. What do you think? Should Shohei Ohtani still win the National League MVP even if he doesn't pitch again during the regular season, or has Pete "Crow" Armstrong done enough to deserve the award? Let us know your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Baseball Pulse, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest MLB news, breaking stories, and game recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.